Good evening. It's 6 o'clock on Friday, May 26th, 2017. Welcome, and thank you for joining us tonight for the English edition of OR News, where we bring you today's top stories, translated into English every weeknight. Today, the Central Election Commission has approved the decision to register Democratic Party as an electoral subject for the June 25th elections. The Republican Party was also registered as an electoral subject for elections, after failing to reach an agreement with the Democratic Party to run for the Democratic Party. Some OR News sources say that the Republican Party decided to enter alone in elections as it is not satisfied with the political negotiations it had with the Democratic Party. Same sources also say that the Republican Party wants to meet its supporters. The CEC has also registered the Socialist Movement for Integration as an electoral subject for the local elections for Kavaje's mayor, which will also be held on June 25th. 10 TV stations have sent a letter to the Central Election Commission, the Authority of Audiovisual Media, and the OSCE mission expressing their concern about the decision of political parties to broadcast the electoral campaign without the payment. In their letter, the TV stations ask that the political parties take measures for implementation of the Electoral Code. The letter, which has been signed by representatives of 10 TV stations, reads, "We, the representatives of the main TV stations, unanimously decided that the applicable law for broadcasting commercials of political parties in the electoral campaign for parliamentary elections on June 25, 2017, is the Electoral Code of the Republic of Albania, which prevails over the law on political parties. Please notify the electoral subjects registered for elections to take measures for implementation of the Electoral Code, Article 84, approved with consensus by them." A few days ago, the Association of Electronic Media warned that it will take the political parties' decision to the Constitutional Court if the parties do not reflect on their decision. The Association of Former Politically Persecuted is asking for the Democratic Party to secure 12 places in the list of the Democratic Party's candidates. The chairman of the association said that the proposal was sent to the Democratic Party chairman, Lulzim Basha. According to the chairman of the association, the DP chairman cannot refuse the proposal as the formerly persecuted represent 10% of the association, or 500,000 people. The chairman of the association says that he made this proposal after the pressure coming from the members of the association, who conditioned their vote for Democratic Party with their representation in Parliament. Assembly Speaker Ilir Meta praised the judicial reform today as the most important process Parliament has developed in the last legislature. At the end of the four-year mandate as Assembly Speaker, Mr. Meta said that this Parliament has taken important steps, such as the judicial reform, which is crucial for the country's integration into the European Union. But the Assembly Speaker adds that more would have been done if political conflicts were avoided. The Assembly Speaker stated that Parliament should improve its transparency in the future and should strengthen monitoring as well as become more professional, declaring, "Transforming the justice system has been one of the major and complex commitments. We would have done more if we had better moderated some unnecessary political conflicts. Parliament has made improvements in the framework of its performance, but we are aware that a stronger Parliament, more monitoring, and more professionalism is needed in a democracy that is being developed." The Parliament Speaker spoke during an activity organized for further strengthening of Parliament in context of Albania's membership in the European Union. During his speech, Mr. Meta declared that the European integration is the only alternative the Albanian people have. The Socialist Party is expected to register its candidate today for Kavaje's mayor. The Democratic Party is also expected to do the same. Meanwhile, the Socialist Movement for Integration will be represented by its own candidate for Kavaje's mayor. The Socialist Party has changed its candidate for Kavaje's mayor. First, the Socialist Party has announced that Kavaje's vice mayor would be its candidate for the mayor, but now it has changed. The Socialist Party will have Dorian Murati as its candidate. Meanwhile, the Democratic Party is expected to publicize its candidate and to register Central Election Commission. Socialist Movement for Integration will be represented by its candidate, Maxim Kona. The partial elections in Kavaje are scheduled to be held on June 25th, the same day as the parliamentary elections. The local elections in Kavaje were to be held on May 7th, 2017, but the majority withdrew from the elections after the Democratic Party's statement to block the process. The Prime Minister and the DP Chairman reached the political agreement. Holding elections on June 25, 2017 was one of their points of their agreements. That's all for our English edition this evening. Please join us again, Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. for your local news in English. My name is Cosmo K, and on behalf of OR News, thank you and good night.